Hi guys, this is Collin. I am here at Kula in Hawthorne, and today we're going to be talking about double pigeon. Ooh, double pigeon. It's a wonderful hip stretch and glute stretch, but it requires a lot of external rotation. So one of the things that you really want to make sure is that you get fairly decent alignment in this, especially if you're doing this in your more yang style classes. If you're in yin, that alignment is a little bit less necessary, but if you're really in a strong class and you want to start to find a little bit more openness through the rotators in the hips, I'm going to just pull up my pant legs here so you can kind of see where the knees are stacking. So I like to go ahead and take your right leg on the bottom, bring that left foot up and across. Now, if this is too strong, you want to just allow your knee to pop up. So this left knee can totally be staying up here, and you'll know that you're in right alignment because the ankle and the knee are stacked, as if you could sort of put a pin down through here and they wouldn't go anywhere. Same thing here. Ideally, you want this knee and this ankle right in one straight line. A lot of us tend to bring this heel all the way back towards the bum, and unfortunately, we think we're doing the pose, but we're really not. So you've really got to make sure you bring that bottom foot way up. You want your shins to be nice and parallel, so they create this sort of, we call it fire log pose as well. I also sort of can tell that when the shins are stacked quite well, you flex the feet, and the feet should fairly line up with the edges of your thighs. And that tends to help out quite a bit. So if you find that your knee is way up here, guess what? You're probably doing it right. Then you'll just sit here, maybe even take a hand behind you, and just encourage this knee down towards your ankle. Again, if that's too strong, you're just going to chill out and you're just going to let it happen of its own accord. If you are a bit more comfortable, you can sort of start to settle down and soften in. Now, double pigeon is awesome because it's going to lead you into getting into your full lotus. So we'll swap sides, bringing your left shin down to the floor and then hugging this right foot up and across. Now, if we are wanting to head into our full lotus, you'll start to notice that all you'll really have to do is start to bring your right ankle in. Now, this is sort of a nice way of starting to find your half lotus. Your double pigeon really is the gateway getting into full lotus. So you can start by just practicing drawing one foot in and see how that feels. If you do start to feel quite cozy, maybe you want to bring up the other foot. And maybe you'll start to find that little full lotus, and that can feel quite comfortable. Again, I kind of like to have the toes a little bit flexed, and that feels quite comfortable. And then it allows you to settle into your lotus a little bit more easily. If that's too strong, again, just stick with the top leg, starting to find its way into that little half lotus position. And you'll notice this sort of acts as a little bit of a hinge. So if you want to, you can sort of practice bringing it out, bringing it in, and sort of drawing that foot up and in towards the crease of your thigh. So there's this nice little crease here that it wants to settle into. And the arch of your foot can just settle right into that little hip flexor. So again, if that's too strong, just practice one side, and then you can always draw it back here. If your knee needs to be up, just let it be up. Don't stress out about it. If you are quite comfortable, you can start to fold forward. Double pigeon is an awesome posture because of its external rotation that it has. It also really, really helps out with starting to soften your breath. So as you chill out here, just start to close the eyes and breathe into it. And really just start to feel where the muscles are. Your body will let you know when it's ready to start to move into a new space. So don't force it and just listen to what your body is needing. Okay, have fun. Try a few times with both sides, and namaste.